Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to 922. It's been a while, been distracted with other games. Don't accuse me of anything, please. We're gonna get back into 922, since people apparently like it. And, hey, let's get back into it. Kurt says, how is it not a problem? Don't you think it's bad that it's supposedly an industry standard to open your resume with lies? I mean, sort of? But everyone is in on it. It's not really a problem, is it? It's a waste of time is what it is. And it's right there at the top of the page, as if it's the most important bit. Isn't that what the teacher said? Oh, I'm a highly motivated self-learner, upstarter, pull myself by the bootstrap perfectionist. All those other applicants said the same fucking thing about themselves, but me, I'm different. Haha. Yeah, I mean, that's resumes for you. Honestly, it's about bullshitting and fluffing up with very powerful words to make you sound sophisticated and significant. It's just how it is, man. God, I couldn't have retained more than 10% of that last workshop. You'd think high-pay grade industry professionals would do a better job than college profs in keeping me engaged. The good news, that had been the last workshop for today. The bad news, now I'm expected to spend a couple of hours trying to impress recruiters for jobs that, as a freshman, there's absolutely no way in hell I'd land. Most of the recruiters have been here for hours too, giving the same spiel over and over, all for the tiny chance to snag a genius that's dumb enough to work for minimum wage. There's too many people here. I feel a headache coming on from all the noise. It's either that or all the pollen, or something. I swear my head never felt this stuffy back at home. On top of it, the weather's been changing, and I'm shivering despite my allegedly warm shirt. I mean, man, you also got a fur coat, I mean. In fact, achoo! Gesundheit. Oh god, that was Andrew! Sniff. Hey. God damn it, you just had to be here. How are you all doing? Hi, Andy. Hey. Andy? Andrew, please, if you don't mind. No promises. How's it going? Work treating you right? Only the usual. Coordinating all the third parties had been quite a challenge. But it should proceed smoothly here on out. It sounds awful. Let's say that I'm grateful to have been allowed to take the rest of the day off. You two know each other? We do. Kurt graciously helped me out with errands a couple of times last year. One of his council pals got on my ass for not letting the gate guard harass me, and I had to do menial labor for Andrew as some kind of fucked up penance. All students need to show their IDs when they enter the institute, Kurt, especially the ones that get profiled by the guard. What about you? Huh? Oh, Andrew was friends with my brother. I get you, cool. I rubbed my eyeball for the 100th time today. Hate how my mind automatically goes there. There's no conspiracy. I'm not the center of the world. They all just kinda knew one another from before I met any of them. In fact, I bet I'd start feeling pretty left out if I had anything at all to say. Hey Andrew, wanna grab some lunch with us? Spencer, what are you doing? Ah, sorry Spencer, no can do. Kurt and I have a small matter to attend to in a bit. What kind of matter? Oh, they're gonna commit a crime. Yeah, makes sense. We are not. In either case, we better head out. Let's have lunch another time, Spencer. Yeah, later. Bye. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Ian and I walk all the way out of the Institute's south gate. I've no idea why this place is still considered part of the campus, but what I do know is that the sandwich shop here sells all the same sandwiches the cafeteria does, except $1 cheaper. We pot a couple of tastefully arranged stone benches in a nearby park. Unfortunately, they all seem to be wet from the rain, so we elect to just take a stroll instead. Between the job fair and the cold weather, the campus out here is almost eerily quiet. A crow caws overhead. I didn't even hear a caw. Why wasn't there an insertion of a caw noise? Come on. This is quite a ways away, you took me, Spencer. Ian's digging his claws into the sandwich wrapper, looking for a spot where it could easily tear. I think he knows why I brought him here, and I think he can tell I know he does. Despite ample preparation time, I couldn't come up with how to phrase whatever this is. My jaws clench shut, and I have to rest my sandwich against my hip so that he wouldn't be able to see that my hands are shaking. Something on your mind? Whew. Ha. Okay. Deep breaths. Let's do this. A couple things, actually. He takes a casual bite of the sandwich. You know, we don't have to do this. I can just apologize. I fucked up. I acknowledge that. And I'm really sorry. Really, really, you know? I'm confused. Like, I'm personally confused. What's going on? Damn. Way to blow the wind out of my sails. At least now I'm sure both of us are on the same page. No. No, we gotta. There's some nuance to it. Let's not. It's gonna be weird if we leave this issue unresolved. We're grown as adults, let's do this. On the tree! Leave this issue unresolved, huh? Did Andrew set you up with this? He did, yeah. Better get this over with before my throat completes seizing shut. Okay. So, this better not be about Dick again, I swear to God. So, first thing. During the run... Uh-huh. I noticed that you were acting, kind of, strange? I guess? Wait, what are we talking about? Are you... Now hang on a moment. I was hunched over because my back was killing me. I don't want to know what kind of weird stuff you and Andrew were talking about that prompted this. But he told you about my back, right? That's not... You know about my back. You told me about it yourself. Great. Cool. Misunderstand it the worst way possible so that I'd have to spell it out with... Will you? No. I'm not talking about, you. Then what... Andrew set you up with this? Dear Jesus. Could he not have cleared it up with me first? Holy shit. Spencer, I'm sorry for looking at your ass like maybe 4 or 5 times. In my defense, your ass is lovely. Please don't take it the wrong way. What? What? This is stupid. He's even worse than I am. I could just tell him apology accepted, and that will be that. But then, it would be the same as if I hadn't brought it up at all. Okay, deep breaths. Is my ass the only thing you saw? Why are we talking about this? I said I'm sorry. So you did. Ian sucks air through his teeth. It was really hard to miss, okay? You're absolutely shameless, you know that. Why didn't you even try to hide it or anything? I guess I think I'm running a fever. At least the shivering stopped. You know how people in public showers would intentionally get a half chub so that it wouldn't look like their dick is small? Excuse me? Yeah. No, they don't. They totally do. And I thought that, yeah. Sorry about that. That's what I wanted to say. What was Spencer going like fucking full-on hard-on erection going over here just to like sort of flaunt and be like, I am not small, look at me wave my donger dingy. For a while we each chew on our respective sandwich. Ian's must taste fantastic because he's shoving as much of it as possible in his mouth with every bite. Mine tastes like nothing. I mean, why wouldn't he buy an egg sandwich saying you don't have it? Jeez. I forgive you, I guess. Though, what an insane thing to apologize about. It really is. I mean, Andrew asked me to, you know? I wonder about that. Hey Spencer, what's up? You said you had a couple of things you wanted to talk about. Yeah. Can I ask you something before that? Shoot. What's your opinion on... Oh god, on men? This is gonna... Gay. Bye. Glad that's out of the way. Is the visual novel just gonna be, like, constantly gay from now on in? How much of Thursday do you remember? What do you mean? I wasn't that drunk. Sure did look like you were about to die. So what about it? That's the other thing you wanted to talk about, right? Yeah. How much of what Todd said was true? I finally get my breathing under control and my chest relaxes. After the past few minutes, I doubt anything Ian's going to say will wind me up. He's crumpling up his empty wrapper and straightening it back out, probably trying to come up with the right words. I can wait, it's smooth sailing for me. So, when you came back from the dead at my store, I told a couple of friends about it. Todd is one of them. We met online back in the day. I guess they got the impression we knew one another, so they encouraged me to hang out with you. You know, to keep tabs. It sounds pretty evil now that I'm saying it, but look, I wasn't hanging out with you just so I could write reports or whatever. I genuinely think you're cool, alright? And for whatever it's worth, I hadn't peeped a word about you since, don't worry about it. Huh? Yeah, I forgive you. We're cool. What do you mean? What does he want me to say? I don't want to make a big fuss over it because it's gonna be awkward as hell whenever we have class together for the next 3 years. I decided I don't care is all. As long as I'm not an active project of yours, I don't care. Can you promise me that? Can you not promise me that? Of course I can promise you that. I don't trust those eyes. Those look like guilty eyes. That looks like a guilty face. That's a very guilty face. I fucking pinky swear it, Jesus. Then what's up? This sucks. For me, I mean, you being cool with me being shitty and you confirming that, it's like the perfect storm of suck. But you know, okay, you're right. Andrew's right, I guess, technically. What's Andrew right about now? Alright, grown adults, right? I'm gonna say something. After we both acknowledge it, I want both of us to forget it so that we could move on with it. Is it just gonna be something gay? It's probably something gay. So we can move on with our lives. And either way, it's better you hear it from me instead of from Andrew or Todd or whoever. I'm listening. Ian takes in a big dramatic breath. If it's something gay and not related to the murder mystery, because I'm wondering when the murder mystery is coming back. Remember what Todd said about how I got too close? That wasn't a lie. Don't worry about it, though, alright? I'm not an idiot, Spencer. I can tell you aren't interested. I wasn't even going to do anything, and you being into dudes doesn't change that. I just hope we can still be friends. Just wondering when the murder mystery is coming back. In a dream, you aren't supposed to know that you're dreaming. No, I mean, unless you're a lucid dreamer. I love knowing when I'm dreaming, because then I can mess around in my dream. I like that. So I don't know about the whole you aren't supposed to. But I don't know, it depends, I think. I don't know if there's any information on it. I would imagine it's based on however strongly willed a person is, or however strong a person's sense of introspection is subconsciously, for you to determine a self-awareness state even in your dreams, rather than a person that is sort of like, when you dream, you know, you don't have any control. But I love having control of my dreams. Lucid dreaming is very fun. The illusion is perfect. The colors, the sounds, the smells, the emotions. As far as you may perceive, they're one-to-one. And yet every so often I'd figure it out. At first it's just a feeling, an itch at the small of my back. I investigate only to find more things to investigate. The itch metaphorically travels up my spine, and before long I discover my entire damn day has been fake. I've grown accustomed to it, sort of. When shit's wacky, all I gotta do is ask myself, hey, does this seem real? No. Ian's right, I'm not interested. Especially not after all the shit he pulled. He's like, practice fucking... He's seeing, like, literally, like, kissing by licking and stuff. It's just weird. What if I was, however? What if I told him to stick around after class? What if I told him I've been thinking about things? The Ian that lives in my head is receptive to my advances, and my brain puts his lips against mine. Jesus Christ. The murder mystery, when's it happening? In here, there's no tomorrow. So it's just all in Spencer's head or something? And here there's no tomorrow. I'm free to pick out bits of pastrami from in between Ian's teeth. What? He's awful, so am I. The beauty of the experience is that there's no need to get worked up over it. Once I awaken, all this will have been erased. Okay, so it's Spencer having horny dreams. Spencer. Yes. What time is it? I don't know. Oh no, it's gonna be 9:22, isn't it? Yes, you do. We should stop. Why? Would keep my hand out of his shirt if I were you, dude. I hear it's a real mess in there. Wait, Todd. Is this just a dream? The mind works by way of fucked up association. Thirsty, you appear in a desert. Toothache, all your teeth are falling out. Right there, for a split second, I thought about Ian's bullshit. Todd was bound to show up. Alright, brain. Let's see what you cooked up. What's up? You made me look like a real dipshit last week, so is what's up, and it turns out I was right about you two all along. Don't get it twisted, dipshit. Ian's my boyfriend. What? Ian's my boyfriend since just a few minutes ago? And hey, you know what? In a sense, it was your fault. What? But boyfriend? So are you here to jerk off to us homos? Spit it out, why are you here? I'm confused. Ian asked me to, actually. Really? Sorry, I didn't know Spencer would, stay. Right. It is right. Or, it is alright, I guess. Todd's hand tightens around his waist. You said you had something to show me. I do. Is it gonna be the murder mystery, finally? Well? I think they're maybe gonna do something to make it so Spencer's stride gets destroyed, I'm gonna assume. Could you wait outside? It's private. It's about me, isn't it? I'll stay. Are you okay with this? You lost your goddamn mind. Fine, I'll make it quick. Todd eyes Ian for a few minutes longer and then drops his backpack onto the ground. He takes out a newspaper printed on muted pink paper and fumbles to get it open on the right page. His eyes flicker toward me. I'm sure he's wondering if he can still escape. Here, listen to this. Body missing from Rockland County morgue. Staff discovered that the remains of David Johnson, a recently deceased 21-year-old male, are gone during a routine procedure, county spokesman said this Sunday. Interested? Give me that. They huddled together. Ian takes the right flank of the paper and Todd takes the left. Todd fingers the paper at the line that Ian should read. Then the newspaper moans, "Finger me harder." Review criminal negligence. Initial investigation found no signs of forced entry and interviewed overnight staff claimed the room was manned at all times, says Bauer. At this time, there's no suspect information or surveillance footage. What do you think? His corpse got up, waved everyone goodbye and pissed off. Todd nods towards me without breaking eye contact with the paper. Sounds pretty out there. It's almost as if it was never truly there. This doesn't change anything. Who's to say the staff weren't paid off? I mean, just look at the Epstein case. I mean, he just hung himself by doing a triple sow cow backflip off a 2-story bed and apparently hung himself by some toilet paper. Are people going to believe that? No, I checked. The morgue is in the hospital. Even if someone did bribe every last member of the staff, how long do you think it'll take until the secret leaks out? I mean, all the cameras turn off, all the security guards just fall asleep, and then they strangle themselves, and just things go poof. Yeah, it's happened in real life, man. We've seen it happen not too long ago. So it's not too hard to believe in this visual novel. Ian's eyes travel to the top of the page, likely where the date is. It's only been a couple of days. And what about this? The deceased, reportedly passed due to a rare lung condition, was being kept for medical analysis and was scheduled for autopsy in the coming week. They're keeping up with the Medical Condition Act. We can't trust this. We can trust parts of it. They wouldn't write an article if nothing happened at all. Really wish you'd go back to thinking about this logically. We can't abandon this thread just because you have a hunch it ain't him. A hunch you'd only gotten once you two started fucking. We aren't fucking. And whose fault is that? Quick question. I've been thinking. What if you're right about me? What? In a dream, it's impossible to learn new information. After all, it's all in your head. But it isn't a purely emotional experience either. Consciously, I'm fed up with all of this. But if I'm seeing this, something's not sitting right with my subconscious. There's nothing to be lost by entertaining a stray thought, though, right? If I manipulate the illusion, if I shape my neurons into the right constellation, I might figure something out. It just sounds like space magic, I'll be completely honest. I'm not sure if they're trying to bend fiction and reality, or if it's just Spencer being weird. Something that I missed while I was awake. For the sake of argument, let's assume that I've been killed and then came back from the dead. What are you gonna do about it? Well, we'll banish you. Banish me. Kill you. No. Not kill you. It's more complicated than that. Right. Do you kill all the entities that you find? Is that what you called them? Of course not. That would be very bad. Is it dangerous? Suicidal. Then why are you here speaking to me like it's nothing? What makes me so special that you're willing to apparently risk it all? You didn't tell him? He never asked. Irresponsible. And you really want to know? Yes, please. Fine. In broad terms, the Harris Institute of Technology and its surroundings are an active area. It's been like that since at least the late 80s. There might have been accounts even earlier than that, but we couldn't find any. What do those accounts look like? Weird shit. We're thinking we're dealing with poltergeist, if that tells you anything. It doesn't. What kind of weird shit? Don't tell me you're going to banish someone just because their shit is weird. Normally we don't. People have been hurt, Spencer. David Johnson isn't the first person to lose their life under similar circumstances. And it's not just people dying. We got accounts spanning from unexplainable property damage to people getting so messed up they had to move out of town. Yeah. It isn't one or two crackheads here. We collected almost 100 stories so far. 100? Alright, I believe you. That sounds like a lot. How do you know you're dealing with only one ghost or a poltergeist, right? Well, most of the accounts have a few elements in common. Wait, hold on, hold that thought. Before that, did you just say you had accounts from the 80s? I wasn't even alive till 88, and the first time I set foot in the Institute was a couple of months ago when I got here by plane. Are you telling me I've been at it since before I was born? I mean, this is a bit speculative, but we think you might not be who you think you are. Some supernatural beings are known to do stuff like that, take over someone's body or memories, that sort of thing. So I mean, is it still trying to say that I could be right about doppelgangers? At least my theory is not gone yet, because I've been questioning since everything turned hyper-gay constantly. I was like, I wonder if my doppelganger theories just went out the window. But maybe. Got the supernatural coming back, maybe doppelganger's still a thing. What about poltergeists? We could be wrong about that. And hey, while we're at it, if I'm dead, what makes you think that I'm the ghost that's haunting this place? For all you know, I may just be some dead innocent bystander. Hell, maybe what I'm actually here is for is to guide you into solving your little case. Like one of those spirit guide ghosts. Those exist, right? Spencer. Hold on. Can he? Todd just, Can he? No, he can't. Why not? All our evidence points directly to you and only you. Really, what kind of evidence? Is he always like this? You really want to get into it, Spencer? Good question. So far it's been standard Discovery Channel schlock. But if I tell him no, what else am I going to do? Wake up. Wake up. I'm all ears. Woof, where do I even start? The Jefferson building. The Jefferson building. Yes. It's something like this. There's this legend centered around what's officially known as the Jefferson Building controversy. It's an old local story. In 1971, while they were building the Jefferson Building here on campus, some kind of thing took place. The papers back in the day never make it clear what kind of thing it was, but it's usually implied to be construction related. 5 people are reported dead and 2 more are claimed to have been disabled. He waves his hand around to make sure I don't miss his air quotes. They call it a controversy because at the moment, construction was already a couple of years overdue and a couple millions of dollars over budget. Go on. I think Andrew told us as much when he was giving us his little tour. Here's the part where it gets funny. Those disabled people, not a physical injury, 2 separate gazettes report that they went insane, those exact words, and if you dig a little deeper, you find out that the Jefferson Building had been built in stages. Its basement level, where the incident took place, was complete in 1966, 5 years before the incident itself. The bomb shelter. It could have had something to do with the building's foundation. I mean, the bomb shelter is kind of weird, and I'd assume since of plot and story reasons that they'd introduce it early in and not really signify its importance, and especially how strange it's constructed yet never used, and there's pictures there and awards there. It had to have been certainly used at some point. So it still has a mystery of what is up with the supposed bomb shelter, if it's supposed to be a basement / bomb shelter. There is a little mystery towards that if it is ever explained. Here's one more puzzle piece for you. There are only a couple of places around the Institute where security guards are posted. The gates, the security center, the library, and the Jefferson Building basement. The building has officially been open to the public, classrooms and all, in 1976, and they've been there 24/7 ever since, refusing to tell anyone what's behind that door. Besides last year, you mean? Yes. Ian looks all surprised. Yes, besides last year. How did you know? What do you think is behind it? Reports from the era are scarce, but by tracking the type of people who had been invited to the Institute at the time, we're able to piece together a relatively clear picture. It's a laboratory. Something to do with astrophysics, we're pretty sure. A laboratory that no one is allowed to enter into. That's right. Whatever happened in there still poses some danger, and they can't get rid of it. There isn't any other reason for there to be living, expensive guards to guard that door. And what do you think they were experimenting on? Well... we don't know. Fascinating. Don't you think it's quite a big leap to go from that to ghosts? I mean, we have theories. I mean, then with all this said, we know it just has to escalate, because if Ian and Todd don't know that Kurt literally has the keys, that is the next step of, well, we don't know what's down there, so let's all go down there with Kurt's key. I'm assuming and hoping it goes in that direction, rather than after this it takes a break from the murder mystery and goes back to fucking the slice of life, gay kissing romance and gay sex. And then an hour later we go back to the murder mystery. Let's hope we go right to the bunker after this. We'll call up Kurt and be like, hey, do you still have that key? Let's go down there. Let's investigate and get this solved once and for all. We'll see. We have theories. Theories. Help me out here, Ian. What's a good way to phrase this? We think they were trying to get a teleportation going, like in Star Trek. Yeah, like in Star Trek. Yeah. Either that or cloning. We hypothesize that the incident was the first time they got it working on a person, but souls can neither be moved or copied that way, so something went... He makes an expandy gesture with his arms. Poof! So like John Davidson with that such a cliched name was sort of a John Doe to a cloning. And they're maybe saying that the politician guy who threatened Spencer is maybe the clone. Because like, unless I misremembered properly, they're saying that there was a political person that was the... Like, I can't even remember the political dude's name who threatened Spencer, but they're saying there was a guy that looked like the politician who wasn't Spencer, and they're also saying a person that was David Johnson that looked like Spencer also died. So are we trying to say that, unless I'm misremembering, that there's already been 4 characters that relatively look like Spencer, one that's dead, One that looked like the politician dude who was denied entry, or something that caused the commotion when we were with Andrew near the start after we left the bunker. Because I remember them saying something about, like, there's a weird squabble going on, and someone that looked like the politician dude but who wasn't exactly the politician dude, and it caused a kerfuffle. We're presuming that there's already 4 characters that relatively look like Spencer. And if I'm wrong, then 3. But I'm presuming I still remember right, and it's 4. Spencer, David Johnson, the politician dude, and a fake politician dude. So who knows? We'll see. Cool. It is right, but mostly wrong. Oh, I've been down there. You what? Yeah, it's a museum or some shit. Spencer, what's up? This is important. Can you still get in? Yeah, dude. Did you two forget there are people guarding that door again? There are, but they're shitty dumbass guards. You remember it, right, Ian? The employee agreement called them mall cops or some shit. Mall cops? What employee agreement? You know, the one you got your fingerprints all over. The one Kurt stole. Wait. That backpack belonged to who? I should get in touch with this Kurt guy again. In any case, Spencer. How do we get in? Oh, Kurt's geeking. Ah, good. Are we immediately going there? No gay romance stuff? I swear to God, it's like they try to space out the mystery with gay stuff constantly. It takes a minute, but annoyed students began spilling out into the plaza adjacent to the Jefferson building. The guards are among the first out. It's hard to miss them with their black uniforms and their baseball caps. I start right past them in the commotion. Ian and Todd are skulking just behind. Ah, yes, the store. Not the one outside. It depends. Oh, I smiled to the camera. Would have waved at it if it weren't for my cohorts. They look ready to scamper if I as much as blink too loud. So there's a camera here as well that Andrew's probably looking at. You two are crazy, you know that? What's even your plan? We have like 5 minutes. No need to get creative. We go in, confirm that it's a lab, and get out. I mean, it depends on how fucking large the damn basement is. How big is it inside? Massive. I highly doubt Spencer would even have seen all the goddamn rooms for him to be like, yeah, it's a museum. He just saw the hallways. Hey, come on. Guys. Out of all things I forgot I remember, it had to have been a keypad. Kurt must have mentioned it at some point. 1111. Is it seriously 1111? Okay, jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. They're trying the dumbest things. What next? 6969? This piece of shit. What's wrong? You need Kurt's key. Come on. Door's locked. Great. Let's get out of here. Patience, Ian. You didn't think it would be. Figured I'd be able to get it open. That's some baseless confidence. And how come you can't? There's a keypad now. Forgot they had one installed. Used a key on the outside door, damn it. Are you done? No. Spencer, I have a favor. Shoot. Could you try a few more times? Really? Stop it, Todd. Spencer, could you or could you not? Enough. Enough what? The guards will be back any moment. Spencer obviously doesn't know how to get in. Why would he? Let's just go. Man, are you blind? What? Okay, look. Hey Spencer, on a scale from 1 to 10, how possessed are you? Fuck's sakes, Todd, he's not possessed. 1. Are you serious? He's like a completely different person right now. You spoke to him once, you don't even know him. Oh, and you do? Tell me, lovebird, do you no longer care that your boyfriend is a corpse? Or are we back to double guessing ourselves whether he's dead at all? Seems to me like he's alive only when you're feeling extra guilty about his death. Todd, what are you gonna do, hit me? I still have your pictures of his corpse on my phone. Want me to whip them out so we couldn't compare? Holy shit, shut up. Just stop. Look at his smug face, Ian. Coffee stains on 19th century print. Unplaceable vigor, laughter, napped flint. That's him. That's fucking him right now. Show me anyone who better fits that description. Oh, this motherfucker. Where's this motherfucker come from? Oh, you and you. Scram. Who? Let's go, Ian. Hello, sir. Where's our Ian? Let's go. Oh, no. Why the fuck the politician dude is here all of a sudden? Was he looking at the cameras? Does he also have feet on it? Well, this would be an interesting time to end the episode. And then people are like, no, Neco, no, I gotta know what happens, Neco, no. In the next episode, But hey, I hope you enjoyed 922. Finally, at least something interesting is happening, but I still want to know what's in there. But if you've been enjoying, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.